You, want to dance on stage?
Us?
Yes!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at moments that made us love Cameron Diaz.
Terrible!
Number 10, coming out of retirement. For almost 25 years, Diaz was among the most recognizable and bankable stars in Hollywood. Following her performance as Miss Hannigan in 2014's Annie, Diaz exited the limelight. Fast forward another 4 years, and Diaz confirmed that she had retired, wanting to reclaim her life and focus on building her family.
Everybody would be like, would you like to? No. There's this thing going, I don't care. Would you like to join us? Nope. And then people stopped asking.
Okay.
And then I was just free to just kind of like, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm living my life.
Diaz gradually resurfaced, guest judging RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars in 2022. Later that year, Diaz announced her first acting role in nearly a decade. She kicked off 2025 re-teaming with Annie co-star Jamie Foxx for the aptly titled Netflix film Back in Action.
Look, everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine?
Yes.
Dad just shot up a truck, Jerry rigged a flamethrower, and I'm pretty sure you just killed that chick with your bare hands.
Again, I did not kill anyone. I just rendered her unconscious.
And that is not a chick. That is a woman that your mother almost murdered, and you will refer to her as such.
Diaz's comeback is just getting started, being under contract for another Netflix movie. She's also joining the Apple comedy movie Outcome and gearing up to voice Princess Fiona again in Shrek 5.
What's this?
That's my chimichanga stand.
No, Cookie. We won't be needing that.
Trust me, Fiona, y'all are gonna be really hungry after this ambush, okay? Now go and finish your little speech.
Number 9, hosting Saturday Night Live. Diaz has dropped by Studio 8H several times over the years, hosting on 4 occasions. Her first stint was in 1998 when she appeared in one of the decade's most underrated sketches, Jingleheimer Junction.
Hey, Junction Gang, how are you all today?
Better than ever! We met a new friend and he's gonna join the Junction Gang!
A new friend? I didn't hear anything about a new friend.
Well, why didn't you meet him? Hey, new friend! Come on down!
Diaz played Katie Kindness, a member of a kids show that tackles some adult subject matter with the arrival of Will Ferrell's Fred friendship. We're not allowed to spell out why. She returned in 2002, showing off some cheeky choreography, and in 2005, bonding with the female cast members over those awkward high school years.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, Cameron's claiming she was homely in high school.
Oh, boy. Beth, could you fire up that photo of me from the Upper Darby Community Service Corps? Case closed, my lovelies. Case closed.
Diaz most recently hosted in 2014, with highlights including an Annie parody and the Thanksgiving ballad Back Home Ballers. With Cameron's comeback, here's hoping she finally joins the Five Timers Club.
And as a nice gesture, I bought all the tickets. Psych, not a chance. My dad freaking did it.
Number 8, being a bad teacher. Casting is crucial in a comedy like Bad Teacher.
Miss Halsey,
Hey.
I'm impressed.
Thanks, I've been working
What a
out.
turnout.
Oh, yeah, and the kids are just having a blast.
On paper, Elizabeth Halsey isn't just a bad teacher. She's an all-around horrible human being. With Diaz in the role, though, we oddly root for Elizabeth, even as she cheats, steals, lies, manipulates, and frames rival coworkers. Then, if there's time, maybe she'll help a student. In inappropriate yet effective ways.
It's a nice thing you did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really. Because I couldn't help but notice that you're not wearing a bra. And those kids over there are playing with one.
The film doesn't betray its mean-spirited tone by having Elizabeth do a 180. Yet her brutal honesty doesn't go unappreciated, showing students that the world is cynical and doesn't always reward people who play by the rules. Elizabeth also learns that even if life isn't what you envisioned, you can still make the best of your situation and grow, ever so slightly.
Hey, you in the cape. You're up first, let's go.
Number 7, swapping holidays with Kate Winslet.
Okay, where do I want to go? By myself at Christmas. By myself depressed at Christmas.
Becoming a Christmas staple for many, this Nancy Meyers rom-com sees Diaz's Amanda trade places with Winslet's Iris across the pond for the holiday. Diaz is a delightful fish out of water as a workaholic from the West Coast adjusting to quieter, smaller, and colder living conditions. When Jude Law suddenly drops by your doorstep, the scenery change immediately improves.
This whole knowing that I'll never see you again thing is kind of exciting. I mean, this is what a vacation's supposed to be, right? You're supposed to vacate your life, do the unexpected.
Myers thought Diaz brought a Goldie Hawn quality to the role, taking Amanda to another level through her physical timing and improvisation skills. A notable unscripted moment comes towards the end when Amanda decides to extend her visit, running back to the cottage in heels. Diaz will make you laugh, and you might cry along with Amanda in the end.
Amanda Woods, welcome back.
Turn around! Turn around and go back, please!
Number 6. Voicing a different kind of princess. Diaz voicing a fairy tale princess doesn't seem like a stretch. Princess Fiona even shares a resemblance to Diaz, initially. That said, Fiona is more than meets the eye, not only being a skilled martial artist, but an ogre by night.
It's me, in this body.
Oh my God, you ate the princess! Can you hear me?
Donkey!
Listen, keep breathing!
No!
I'll get you out of there! Shrek! Shrek! Shrek!
This is me.
Throughout 4 films, we see Fiona change in more ways than one. Fiona's happy ending isn't permanently becoming quote-unquote beautiful, but rather being with her true love and true to herself.
I want what any princess wants. To live happily ever after. With the ogre I married.
We're not sure if ogres are technically human, but Diaz certainly brings humanity to the character. In addition to infusing Fiona with empathy, Diaz allowed her freak flag to fly during the recording sessions. A couple of Diaz's actual burps can be heard in the movies, some of which were not in the script.
A princess!
Thanks.
She's as nasty as you are. You know, you're not exactly what I expected.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them.
Number 5. Her friendship with Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu.
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Dylan, Alex, Natalie, I hope you're rested and ready for your next assignment.
Diaz, Barrymore, and Liu were far from unknowns when they were cast in the cinematic reboot of Charlie's Angels. That explosive 2000s blockbuster and its sequel catapulted all 3 to another frontier of fame, however. While Diaz had her standout moments as the adorkably badass Natalie, the best moments in both movies focus on the Angels as a unit.
The Angels ass-kicking pose. I have to admit, seeing the 3 of you like that does give me this little twinge of nostalgia for the old days.
You never get the sense that one is trying to upstage the other, as the Angels dish out punches, jokes, and innuendos in unison. The camaraderie on screen reflects the enduring friendship that formed behind the scenes.
So you're not leaving?
No, of course, you guys. I get to kick butt every single day of the week with my 2 best friends. You think I'm getting that up? No!
2 decades after the first film, Diaz and Liu were among Barrymore's first guests on her talk show. Although Diaz was there virtually, the Angels remain a close-knit team.
We have Charlie's Angels as our sort of backdrop that brought us together, but then we get to fill in all of life together in real moments, which I just so appreciate.
Number 4. Making the other woman lovable. When Julia Roberts-Julianne realizes her true feelings for her betrothed best friend, she decides to stop his wedding. Diaz plays the bride-to-be Kimmy, who would be the villain in any other rom-com from this era. Kimmy is impossible to dislike, though, asking Jules to be her maid of honor because she knows how much her friendship means to the groom.
This just makes everything so perfect. From the day I met Michael, all I've heard is Julianne this and Julianne that. I've never had a sister.
The only negative thing we can say about Kimmy is that her singing could use some fine-tuning. Even then, she steals the show on karaoke night.
Like a summer!
As cheerful as Kimmy is, she isn't afraid to tear into Jules upon learning of her deceit. Yet Kimmy is also quick to forgive after Jules owns up to her mistakes, with everyone getting the ending they deserve.
I woke up and I see that the world is just as it should be. for my best friend has won the best woman.
Number 3, her out-of-body experience as John Malkovich.
Hi, yeah, I want to place an ad. Okay, ever want to be someone else? No, that's the ad, but we can talk about you in a minute.
Lottie Schwartz was the last major character to be cast in Spike Jonze's Being John Malkovich. Catherine Keener suggested Cameron Diaz, who had risen to fame playing glamorous characters. As such, Diaz might have seemed like an unusual choice to play a modest, frizzy-haired introvert who receives more affection from her animals than her husband. Yet Jones not only noticed Diaz's range and energy, but could see that she understood the character.
I'm scared.
You don't have to do this, you know.
No, I want to go.
Lottie perhaps goes through the most significant change after experiencing the world through Malkovich's eyes. At first repressed, Lottie is awakened to the person who's been trying to get out, embarking on a journey of self-discovery. For her layered performance, Diaz received nominations from the SAG Awards, BAFTAs, and Golden Globes.
I've been going over and over my experience last night, Craig. It was amazing.
Number 2. Is that hair gel? There's something about Mary brought together several talents on the cusp of superstardom, including Diaz as the titular bombshell. While this comedy solidified Diaz's A-lister status, it easily could have been career poison.
I just want you to be happy, Mary.
But I'd be happiest with you.
The moment that gave Diaz the most pause was naturally the most iconic. You know the one. Mary shows up for a date with Ben Stiller's Ted, mistaking something dangling from his ear for hair gel.
Yeah.
Great. I could use
No,
some.
you don't have to. You don't.
I just ran out.
Diaz was totally on board, although she got cold feet shortly before shooting. She ultimately committed to the scene, knowing its shock value would be balanced with laughs and heart. Diaz was the key to making this scene and the film as a whole work, winning the New York Film Critics Circle Award for Best Actress.
Have you ever thought about maybe moving back up to Rhode Island?
I thought about it, but I got too much of a good thing going on here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, her breakthrough role. With Jim Carrey playing The Mask, everyone else could have been upstaged. Yet all eyes were on Cameron Diaz in her first film role. Coming from a modeling background, Diaz looked the part of a gorgeous nightclub singer. What made Diaz an overnight star was the charm, charisma, and nuance that she brought to the role. For all the comedic hijinks, the film does take time for a sweet romance as Diaz's Tina Carlisle falls for the only nice guy in her life.
Sharing a sunset with me. For being the only guy who treated me like a person and not some sort of party favor. For being any kind of romantic, even a hopeless one.
Critics praised Diaz's performance, with Gene Siskel saying she was worthy of a Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination. Although the Academy didn't notice, audiences did, with Diaz quickly becoming one of the most in-demand actresses in the business.
You know, it sort of looks like a young woman riding bareback. Sort of a Lady Godiva or something. Of course. What do you see, Mr. Ipkiss?
What's your favorite Cameron Diaz moment? Let us know in the comments.
I mean, you didn't exactly ask me out, but you did say you loved me. So I'm thinking I've got a date.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.